Ok, esa fue la introducción con la almohada. Hello guys, that was the introduction with the pillow. So I'm setting up here to talk a little bit about any updates regarding the deals. So today is Tuesday and I did not go out yesterday for anything. I focused on calling for more directors and set up the meetings with the accounting firm and also the law firm for today. So those meetings went ahead. One was in-person meeting with a film partner from the accounting firm, and the other was a phone call with the lawyer. So both went well. So I'm going to give you the description of each meeting and update you regarding other stuff or possibilities or understandings that I'm having now with all these components interacting with each other. So one of the things that I have understood is that we are about to do due diligence for special cases, and these special cases are usually being the ones that the directors require help for taking a decision. So on that aspect, we were for the first time interacting with the law firm and the accounting firm to make the due diligence. So I first met today in the morning with the accounting firm partner because I had to pick up the documentation from the only deal we were studying with them, and the current seller wants his printed documentation. So we are trying to comply on that and give it back to him, and that's the reason why I met with this partner. And it also served to have a little conversation, and that started a little bit awkward with my phone turning on, or I left it on and she was thinking I was recording and all that shit. So I start asking her questions regarding a faster way to move and what was taking so much time. And I recognized her that the conversation with the law firm didn't come as fast as I thought it was going to be, thinking we have a legal firm, and that also have taken weeks that you have been seeing my updates and follow up with them. So she told me she needs to make the quotations for each deal regarding the findings and the business industry requirements. So she was doing that, and she was even ready to present it to me. And I told her, if you could, I need to find and see that and try to find the information that they require and fill up all the information that they have to pick up from us so we can do the process faster. So we are trying now to not delegate, but try to find about the process that makes this faster. And I thought it was going to be like a form or even some question from her that I could fill up and give it to her immediately, so she knows the answers and she doesn't stop providing the quotations that she has been doing, but expecting from our law firm and another extra law firm to have like two balanced options for each provider. And she was repeating herself in telling me that these are legal procedures, international procedures, and we cannot move without knowing this and that. So she kept preparing herself, and I saw there was something stuck with her, that she didn't have the answers I was expecting from her. So I started to try to make more detailed questions regarding how we can move forward. And I was making questions, and she was telling me like many things are so strange. So when she started telling me this, I'm telling her, but what is the best way to make this not strange? And she was like, well, we have to make the complete due diligence. We cannot just stop when we find a pink flag, as you tell me. We need to do the complete job and then provide it for customers. And also we need to know who are the buyers, and that process is important. And another sort of things that are more detailed that I'm trying to remember right now. But those two, I think we can provide it, and I could now confirm who are my board members. And I was also thinking of having like 2 levels of board members, like the core and the, let's call it advisory or optional directors. So they have the information and act on it and put the quotations and the price and start like moving forward when we bring future deals. But regarding the pink flags, I was reiterating her, like, we want to know when you find something that you find suspicious or bad with the business, so we can go back to the seller and start pounding him more on the price or on the terms or whatever. And that's a point that I'm thinking throughout the day that she didn't like, and she was uncomfortable and didn't understand that. So I'm trying to internalize why she was uncomfortable, and now I'm thinking, okay, you're gonna end and finish the complete due diligence process. That's perfect. But throughout the process, let us know what are you finding that is not really nice, so we can go pound the seller. So that's an adaptation I have to make, so this doesn't look so bad for this accounting firm. And also she was telling for other measures, they need to find out who's going to pay for the deal, who's backing with the money, who's giving, putting the positions and everything. So I was telling her, well, we have agreement with certain banks, we have parameters, we can try to figure this out with the bank before coming and give you the whole package, directors, who's the seller, the terms, and also the banking or financial options we are going to be using to finance these deals or to back this deal. So I try to explain myself while trying to sort out this thing in real time, while being addressed as suspicious with all the thing. So it was a conversation that went longer than it could have been, thanks to a drink she was having, and that I paid for in the end. So that ended like that. I got back the information from the seller, and that was it. So regarding the call later in the afternoon with the law firm, that was it was good. I follow up during the morning, and then at the afternoon, after a executive meeting with some on a club I'm member of, and eventually the lawyer called me and we had a good conversation. I told him, hey, I need to know what you need in the moment, so this doesn't lose track and we doesn't lose appetite for the deals we're bringing to you. So he told me many things that for the legal standpoint, even the names are going to be important, but I was telling him like, hey, I don't know if these directors who are helping or advising are going to be the directors in the company. I also told him, he was like, what is the company who's buying? And I told him, we are going to form the company when we are like binding with an LOI or whatever. So I'm trying to make things up to make him understand that we're not formed, and at some point, I don't know if it's with the LOI that we're going to be forming. So I have these questions myself, so I was bringing him bullshit to see how he responds, and he told me, no, that's okay, but we need to have an interaction with an entity and to know who are the person. So I told him, well, we're going to be formed at the moment we decide to move on with a deal and go on with a due diligence process, because whatever we find, we already found that the deal is hot. I hope I had transmitted this really good, and that was it. And I told him he asked any questions, and I think the law firm was more open and receptive to many options or situations. And he told me like, hey, the LOI is a non-binding document, so that doesn't worry me, and we just need to know who are the persons and all that. And I told him, I can give you the list of advisory and core directors, and you can move on with that. Like, yeah, probably that is gonna work. So I don't find any trouble there. And if the accounting firm, which is also requesting to do the whole due diligence process, including the legal, if they don't require outside experts like our firm, they will be partially utilizing them or totally utilizing them, but the law firm will be for the other legal terms of the deal and the structuring and all that is outside the due diligence process. So that was clear. That's an option. Is whatever the accounting firm needs and says it's going to be, this law firm could adjust to whatever. So they do the other part by themselves, or just advise on whatever lawyers the accounting firm brings and does. So that's very flexible from the law firm part, I think. And now I think I've updated myself after more than a year, probably, trying to bring deals and set up the banking and bring sellers. So that was a nice update. And also with this partner who wasn't in the negotiations with the accounting firm, but I need to talk to the main partner, because some things she didn't understand, she didn't like. And because I'm explaining myself probably really badly with questions that sounds of suspicious actions, because I'm just asking to propose if it's possible or legal or moral or whatever. And she's like very like, we need to work this way. So I need to talk with the partner to update myself with the firm, and so he's not being looked as someone who is not applying the regulations and all that with our firm, with our acquisitions, or with his own partners and employees. So I need to catch up with him, and I should be setting up that meeting or call or update with him, so this doesn't look bad for him, which worries me, because this partner is probably doubting that we are acting in good faith or whatever. So that's the only thing, and I don't want to bad track or understanding of the things I'm asking to understand how we move faster in a QLA methodology with leverage acquisitions and explaining them that we're going to buy businesses that the business pays for the commercial requirements or loans that we are going to ask for with the terms that are flexible and help us keep thriving in the business. So this is a long update, 15 minutes. I'm glad I found a nice place. It was really hot when I arrived, probably by walking, and it's better now. And there are people talking nearby, so I sat down, and I don't know if the music is gonna blow up this video, and I have to then start striking out and finding a way that the music doesn't block the video. So that's the thing I don't like about these places with music now that I'm filming videos and update. So we'll see how this comes out, and if it's a longer video, it's more trouble. So I'm gonna stop and see if I can bring you another update or about the things I'm understanding or other things I'm living and how to survive or move ahead in spite of whatever situation. I have other stuff to do, so I'll tag you later in another video. Ciao.